What is going on over at HGA? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. This whole HGA thing is just turning out to be quite the story. Yes, I do still need a haircut. So, I wasn't planning on making a video today. Today's Good Friday. Not that matters, but you know, to some folks it does. But I'm on Facebook. I just jumped on Facebook just to check a few things. And the first thing that I see is this thing from Hybrid Grading Approach. I'll pop it up right there. It says, "Dear HGA family. On behalf of the HGA team, we'd like to thank you for your loyalty and passion for our brand. It has been a pleasure carving a space in the card community. We look forward to everything that's come as this industry continues to blossom. We understand that we haven't always been the easiest company to do business with." Interesting. But we need you all to know that over the last several months, we have heard you. Our incredible staff has been working relentlessly to improve this brand and in turn, the card community as a whole. We are making a promise to this community that we will be better. With all that said, as several of you know, we've decided that it's in our best interest to restructure our leadership team as we head into this new stage of business. The new leadership team has merged smoothly with our existing team of employees, creating a newfound momentum within our organization. Okay. Beginning on April 20th, which is in 5 days, 2022, we are placing a 5 to 7 week suspension on all submissions. They are shutting down. As we conclude that period, we will then open up submissions when we are sure we are able to hit our delivery promises, starting with a 60-day submission, then opening 30-day submission, then 10-day, and then 2-day services shortly after. We look forward to regaining your trust as we put new foot forward in 2022. Thank you and welcome to the new age of HGA. Well, damn. So I've actually had a conversation. There's always two sides to a story, right? There's side A, side B, and then the truth, I guess. So I guess there's three sides to a story. But, you know, of course, after everything happened, I with the sell-off or with Tyler making his exit from the company, I sent him a message and saying, hey, you know, congratulations on the sale. Hopefully it was fruitful and in good circumstances that you left HGA. And the conversation that happened afterwards was very interesting. I can't talk a whole lot about it because of NDAs and all that other good jazz. But yeah, those of you that are saying that Tyler leaving was a cash grab from Tyler's end, I can assure you it was not. But you know, again, that's as Tyler would tell the story. That's kind of how it went down. If you guys are wondering what the hell I'm looking at, I have really bad ADHD, so I have, you know. Anyway, so I was talking to him about it, and you know, he said, yeah, there's, you know, new leadership, and it was a company that we brought in as a partner, and then they bought him out and all that stuff. It is interesting to see this whole idea that they're shutting down submissions. There's been so many people, both in the comments, those of you that watch the videos, as well as people within the industry, other content creators and things like that have come forward and said HGA will not make it out of 2022 as a business that's still with the doors open. And as this story unfolds and as things progress and as you know, we start to see things that we're realizing about HGA and the hobby and stuff like that, I've taken the stance that they will that I still think that HGA has a place in the hobby, because they offer something that is unique, and they make something unique that nobody else, or that let me not say that nobody else is offering, but that they offered first. They were first to market with color match labels, first to market with custom, like full blown graphic design custom labels. They were first to market with the horizontal labels. So they've done a lot of really innovative things and really pushed the envelope when it comes to grading, when it comes to slabs and what they're offering in the market. Obviously, they've had a lot of blunders when it comes to their authentication services and things like that. That hasn't fared very well for them in terms of being respected in terms of authentication within the hobby. But again, that's if you want authentication services, you kind of know where to go. If you want, there's certain things for certain companies. So, but that's been a big hurdle for them, recently with their, keeping with the idea that they're authenticating something, that something's real, and that, they've just gotten caught up in a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, I still think that HGA has a good spot in the hobby. I don't know if I'm crazy. I used to think that I had that stance because I have really submitted with them since the very beginning. A lot of the reason why my channel blew up, I don't want to say blew up, that sounds very narcissistic, but the reason why my channel has grown, or why when it really hit that that real upswing in subscriptions and views and things like that, is when I was documenting me submitting with this brand spanking new company called HGA after my cards were rejected from PSA. And so I've always just kind of thought to myself, am I holding on to this idea that they're going to be around for a while simply because they were a new company, and I kind of was the first to start posting content about them on YouTube, and because I like Tyler. I've talked to him a couple of times. We haven't really had an opportunity to do content on the channel, but I've talked to him several times through text and phone calls and things like that. But now that he's out of that picture, and I'm really starting to take a look at HGA as a company and as a service, much in the same way that I would look at SGC, much in the same way that I would look at BGS, CGC, or CSG, much in the way I would look at PSA and things like that. Do I still have that same feeling that they are, that they will be around? And the answer is yes. And it's simply because they still offer something that no other company is offering. Okay, they are offering unique labels, unique slabs, and nobody is doing this, right? To the level that they're doing it. I believe that this new company, what was it? I forget the name of the company that bought them out. Whatever. Armstrong. There you go. I believe that this new company, which I had that in the last video, I had the company completely wrong, by the way. Several of you pointed it out in the comments, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I was totally wrong on that company. So I don't know what company it is. It doesn't really matter. Faceless conglomerate. Anyway. But I still think that with this new company coming in, from what I heard from Tyler directly, is that they are a really good company in terms of, helping companies either grow or make it to the next level, whatever the case may be. So I think with this new leadership that's going to come in, that has a very regimented way of doing things, they've been around for a long time, they got a lot of smart people, taking things to the next level, as well as suspending services, which they say for next 5 to 7 weeks. So we're talking about May 15th, May, June. So probably somewhere around June is when they're going to start bringing in services. That that's a good thing to do for the business, right? Is to get caught up so that you can start servicing your clients and delivering to the promises that you've been or to make, hitting those promised deliveries that you've been telling everybody, where 10 days is 10 days. Remember, that was their call to arms, right? Here's my concern with all of this, okay? I think everything that they're doing is great in terms of moves to be able to turn this ship around for HGA, okay? Restructuring of management, pumping money into it so they can become more efficient, shutting down submissions so that they can get caught up. Those are all really good things to do for the sake of being able to run a efficient business. The problem is, in my opinion, I don't think that the hobby's going to wait for them. I don't think the idea of unique labels, horizontal slabs, those things that set HGA apart from everybody else, are going to outweigh the issues that they've been having with deliveries and authentication services. The good is not going to outweigh the bad enough to where I think they can survive a 2-month shutdown, right? I just don't think they can. I think when let's say that everything goes perfect within these next 2 months, they get caught up, everything's fine. But I think that's 2 months that they're no longer in the public eye. They're almost going to kind of crawl back to the cave and work to get caught up, and then try to come back out again. And when they come back out, I just don't know that the uniqueness of what they're doing is going to hold them up long enough to where they're going to be welcomed with open arms back into the good graces of the hobby. That's just how I feel about it. I wish I didn't feel that way, because I really like what they're doing, but I'm not sure that that's gonna be the best way to go forward. I kind of like the idea of what they were doing with the with the capped submissions, capping off submissions and all that stuff. But I don't know. I just don't know that this is the right way to go. Because I don't, and when I say that it's not the right way to go for HGA. I thought a business like PSA to shut down was the right thing to do, right? Because they're big company. They have deep pockets and could probably weather that storm. I'm not sure that HGA can weather a 2-month no revenue storm. I hope they can. But for the meantime, and in between time, if you want to submit to HGA, which I doubt anybody's going to want to do that right now, given this new news, if you had cards that you wanted to submit over there, you better do it now, because it's going to be as of next Wednesday, April the 20th. They will no longer be receiving submissions for, they said, 7 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to put them like in June, middle of June, somewhere around there. And I don't even think that that's going to be, they might do it sooner. It might be sooner. It might be later, but don't expect them to open up before the 4th of July. That's what I would say. But anyway, what do you guys think about this news? HGA has just been in the headlines recently a lot. So hopefully this works out for them. I really hope that this new company that's taking over for them maintains all of the things that have brought them to the dance, and then just expands on it and makes it better. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Appreciate you guys watching as always. There's never been a shortage of content within the hobby, and the last couple of days have been extremely busy. So thank you guys for watching as always. I love y'all. Peace.